What's up, fam? Billy D here. What a night at Madison Square Garden last night, where the world watched the greatest come from behind victory in the history of the NBA Finals. The Knicks rally from a 29-point deficit. I'm going to be honest with you, and you all have to be honest with yourselves. Everybody thought that they were done. And if they lose that game and they take and the Spurs take back both games at the Garden and reclaim home court, they're winning the series. But last night, if it showed us anything, it showed that the Knicks are a team of destiny. They are a team of destiny. And listen, I'm not going to lie to you. It's nauseating watching Spike Lee and Kylie Jenner and all these non-Knick fan celebrities. Well, Spike is obviously a real Knick fan, but he's just a total jackass. I was there when he egged on Reggie Miller, and then Reggie Miller toasted us in like a minute to turn an 8-point lead into a loss. I was there that night. I was there the night Charles Smith missed the layups in Game 5 of the conference finals. I was there the night Starks dunked baseline over Grant and Jordan. I've seen a lot of great moments at the Garden when regular men and women and families could afford to go to the game. Now it's just for the elite celebrities that could afford $18,000 for the seats down low, and it's nauseating. Let's be honest. The only people rooting for the Knicks are if you're from New York, if you're from the area. But the Knicks themselves are a great team and an easy team to root for because they're never out of it. They're never out of the fight. The Knicks themselves are an easy team to root for. Their fans, not so much. I mean, the watch party's canceled because, if you're wearing an opposing jersey, you get the shit beat out of you by the animals in New York City. And then all those fake-ass celebs. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's a huge Knicks fan. She probably had her personal assistant print those shirts up that day. I mean, it's nauseating. It's hard to root for, but the Knicks are, as I said before on this show, are going to win the NBA championship. They're a team of destiny, and they dodged their biggest bullet last night. And let's, for a second, analyze how that happened. Obviously, OG Anunoby's going to be the MVP of the finals. 33 points last night, and the world's most famous tip-in that will live on in the history of Madison Square Garden. The world's most overhyped arena. But also, listen, I've been there plenty of times in the biggest games. The world's most electric arena when the big lights are on. It's just the big lights are very seldom on because there haven't been a lot of championships that have passed through Madison Square Garden in the last 100 years. I mean, you've pretty much seen, 2 Stanley Cup finals since, 1940 and 2 NBA finals. So in about 90 years, you've seen 4 championships in 2 major sports. Not a lot of winning done there. But the Knicks are changing that. The Knicks are changing that. OG Anunoby, 33 points, 4 boards last night, and the big tip-in. And he's just been fantastic the whole series. Jalen Brunson, his best game, 36 points on 50% shooting. Brunson, especially in the fourth quarter, was on fire. And listen, I think Jalen has played pretty hard the whole series. The first couple of games, statistically, he didn't shoot well. But, boy, he made up for that last night. Brunson was amazing. 36 for him and 33 for OG. Towns got in foul trouble early, but did make some big buckets late. Finished with only 13, but again, some crucial buckets by Cat in the fourth quarter. Nice move by Mike Brown, bringing Alvarado off the bench. As the Spurs were keying on Brunson, disrupting his ball handling and taking him out of the game in the first half. Brown brings Alvarado into the game, and Alvarado can handle the ball. He had 8 big points, but also he was able to control the possessions coming up the floor where it wasn't just all on Brunson. A nice move by Brown. Got to give him credit. And speaking of coaching and lack thereof, the San Antonio Spurs played the dumbest, and I'll take Charles Barkley's words, a dumbass game in that second half. One of the dumbest basketball teams I've ever seen. Okay? I'm sorry. You got a 7'4" center. Stop floating around the top of the key or the three-point line. Live down low, Wemby. Wemby had 24 points, but he shot like shit. He did have 13 boards. He was great in the first quarter, on fire, invisible in the second half. Like he got tired. Listen, Mitch Johnson is the worst coach in the NBA. He should be fired. How about taking a timeout as the lead is dwindling and dwindling and dwindling? How about take a timeout? Call a set play. Get Wemby down low. Call a set play. Say, big boy, stop floating around the top of the key. Get down low. We're going to feed you. Call a timeout. Stop the bleeding. Here's another one. 7.5 minutes left in the game, in the fourth quarter. The Knicks are already over the limit. They're already over. The Spurs will already be in the bonus. Just feed the ball down low to Wemby. A foul and you're at the free throw line. For the last 7.5 minutes of the game, the Knicks were already in the penalty. What are you shooting threes for? The Spurs shot 8 straight three-pointers in the fourth quarter. Unrushed possessions. They're not even dribbling out clock. They flew down the court and chucked 8 straight threes out, taking no time off the clock. The dumbest basketball I ever seen. And their coach, Mitch Johnson, looked like a deer in headlights. He should be fired at the end of this series because they will lose it. And it was more about what the Spurs did to blow the game than what the Knicks did to win the game. I'm sorry, Knicks fans, but you needed the Spurs to play that badly. Fox had 18 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, but of course, De'Aaron Fox with the biggest bonehead play of the game. Well, he had the big turnover, and then after a missed shot and a scramble for the ball, he gets the ball, and he's flying down the court with 12 seconds left. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Dribble to the corner. Get fouled. Go to the line. Maybe put your team up 3 with 8 or 9 seconds left. The Knicks would have needed a three-pointer. After a missed shot, I think it was Brunson or OG. It was a missed shot. They scramble for the rebound. It's poked ahead. Fox has it. All he's got to do is dribble out the ball. He, for some reason, drives to the hoop, gets blocked by OG, and that set up the ending. All he had to do was dribble out the clock. Dumbass play by him. But again, there was a lot of dumb basketball played by the Spurs. Again, 8 straight three-pointers. All rush possessions, took very little time off the clock. Knicks are over the limit with 7.5 minutes to go. Never once did they call a timeout, run some set plays down low to Wemby, who's 7'4", which they should have done, because the Knicks are over the limit already. You can't make it up. The high point for them was Dylan Harper, Roy Harper's son, 21 points, was excellent. The kid from UConn, Castle's excellent too. He had 13 points, but he is ice cold at the free. He's got ice in his veins at the free throw line. Never misses. Again, Wemby, Fox go to the game for the Spurs because they disappeared in the second half. The San Antonio Spurs, after scoring 76 points in the first half, scored only 30 points in the second half. I don't know it's hard. It's really hard to fuck something up that badly. But they found a way to do it. Kudos to the Knicks. This comeback will go down in history, the greatest of all time. But they got a lot of help from the Spurs. So, Saturday, 8:30 back in San Antonio for Game 5, and the New York Knicks with a chance to win their first NBA championship in 53 years. President Trump better call out the National Guard because those freaking animals in New York City, they'll probably have the freaking Statue of Liberty floating in the Hudson River. So they better plan for that. If I'm the Knicks, don't screw around. Get it done. You don't want to be in a tight Game 6 back here at the Garden because, I think the Knicks have proved they play a little tight here. All the electricity and the energy, they were playing a little tight, but boy, they sure exploded in that second half. OG and Brunson couldn't miss. Although Brunson did finally miss, and OG with the big tip-in wins the game. Anyway, in other sports news, tonight we have Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals in Raleigh after a 5-3 victory for the Carolina Hurricanes after they sent their goalie Freddie Anderson to the bench, brought in Brandon Bussey, I think it's pronounced Bussey. This kid was a lifetime AHL goaltender till this year, and he played well in Anderson's absence, but then Anderson reclaimed the net late in the season and had played pretty well in the playoffs, but reverted to the lackluster form he showed in a lot of the regular season and was replaced. I don't think Bussey played that great, that fantastic, but the team behind him did. And the Carolina Hurricanes were able to get a 5-3 victory in Game 4. Was tied at 3 in the third period. Great game. The Stanley Cup Finals, not to be overshadowed by the NBA Finals, has been fantastic hockey. Out of this world. All tight games. Two great clubs. Tonight's Game 5 from Raleigh, just after 8 o'clock. Puck drop. Proves to be another excellent matchup. Don't miss it. I'm Billy D, North American Sports Report. You can always subscribe to my YouTube channel, North American Sports Report, or follow me, Billy DiNapoli, here on Facebook. New York City is a-buzzing. Hopefully it won't be a burning. See you later.